When it comes to weight loss stalls on keto, I see one huge mistake happen over and over. Keep watching this video to learn what that big mistake is and what you can do to get the scale moving again. Weight loss stalls are the worst. If you're following keto and all of a sudden you find the scale hasn't moved, should you freak out and follow that up by ketoing even harder? Should you cut carbs lower or fast more often? Maybe go back to slashing calories? Weight loss stalls happen to everyone at some point. So what causes these stalls? And what can you do about it? Now, before I answer those questions, let's talk about what weight loss stalls are not. If you jump on the scale this week and you weigh 160 pounds, and then you jump on the scale next week and you still weigh 160 pounds, that doesn't mean that you're stuck in a weight loss stall. That simply means your scale didn't move. And that pattern is pretty much a part of any weight loss plan. This is especially the case when you first start keto. Whenever I run a challenge, so many challengers get the big results that first week, but then I have to talk challengers off the ledge during week 2 because that's when the scale doesn't budge, or maybe it even goes back up a little. So if you're just starting keto now, maybe you were off the keto train for a few weeks and you're just getting back on track, and you find yourself with amazing results that first week, but less than stellar results during week 2 or week 3, just know that's completely normal. These fluctuations occur because weight loss isn't a linear process. When someone is panicked about a weight loss stall, it's hard to know what's causing her weight loss stall since so many variables can be to blame. In fact, our 3-part episode on weight loss stalls began airing yesterday on Chat the Fat. You can check that out at chatthefat.com/episode 55 to get more information beyond today's video. But let's get back to the weight loss stall questions I asked earlier. Should you keto harder? Do you need to fast more? Or do you have to cut calories even lower? Now, this may come as a surprise to those who think, duh, of course you need to diet harder to get better results, but oftentimes the answer is no. So many joined the challenge because they followed all of the rules by keeping carbs below 20 while also keeping calories in check. And they got pretty amazing results, for at least a little while. And suddenly, results stopped. Now, the common diet wisdom out there is to just cut calories lower. And that should work, right? Because we all know calories in versus calories out is where it's at, right? Right. Except that theory doesn't work for more than 95% of people long term. So, not right. The biggest reason I come across for a weight loss stall in keto is you're not eating enough fat. Now, as a society, we've all been trained that we need to lower calories if you want to continue to lose weight. And this is especially true for most women. Since fat is the most calorically dense macro, it's the first macro cut when we focus on lowering calories. One of the most common phrases repeated in the Ketoverse is, if you have fat to burn on your body, you need less fat in your meals. Perhaps this is true for those who are already fat adapted, or maybe for those whose bodies haven't been in a famine mode due to severe caloric restriction after hopping from diet to diet for so long. But this single phrase is what keeps so many stuck when it comes to weight loss stalls on keto. When you follow this approach, instead of following a high-fat keto diet where you're getting foods that are focused on healing your hormones with enough healthy fats, now you're back to wreaking havoc on your poor body by starving it of all the nutrients it needs. A body that doesn't have enough nutrients to function is a body that will not willingly let go of stored fat, in the event of a famine. When you start slashing calories yet again because you don't know how else to get the scale to move, your body starts to believe you're in a famine and it has to hold on to your stored fat for dear life. So if you're stuck in a weight loss stall in keto and you keep slashing calories to get out of that stall, try doing the opposite for a few weeks and see how that works. Make sure to come back and let me know how you did. Now, for those of you who are anxious for another keto challenge, because I mentioned it a few times throughout this video, just know that another keto challenge is right around the corner. We kick off in about 6 weeks, but in the meantime, you can start getting ready to win $500 and get even better results now with my challenge prep tips. Go to eatingfatisthenewskinny.com/challenge list to get those tips and to be notified when registration starts. Come back next week where we'll talk about which keto plan actually leads to a weight loss stall.